So YouTube family, Colorado and Delaware fighting blue hens, that is, the blue hens. They ain't nothing to be played with, but we seen a lot in the game today. Go ahead and smash that like button and hit that notification bell. Look, I'm going to give you 7 videos about this game, but this one in particular, I don't know if you can see the screen. Hold on. It is not empty. I think my bright lights are on. Let me cut it off a little bit. I have to show you guys something. See? We're going to talk about this game, and we're not going to hide from it. Let's put the lights back up and do this home run, a record award-winning back and forth. So, at the end of the day, man, Coach Pat needs to go. He has all these outdated plays. I exposed Coach Pat last year for comparing Shedeur Sanders to Daniel Jones right before, you know, during the draft process was going on. He said it like, I think 4 days before Shedeur was to head to the NFL 2025 draft. And it's like, it's spelled sabotage. Why would your offensive coordinator get up on a sports show and compare you to the garbage Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones did not have a college career like Shedeur. So why would this coach compare success with success if Daniel Jones didn't have college success? He sabotaged Shedeur, but we'll do a separate video on that. Coach Pat needs to go. We're going to go back to him, but we're bad in the red zone. More bad offensive calling plays. We need to make Byron Leftwich our main offensive coordinator. What's the point of having Byron Leftwich around when you don't use this cerebral mindset? He's more acclimated into the scheme of things. But let's fast forward. So Slaughter still nervous because of bad play calling. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to make a separate video about Slaughter and the quarterback dilemma, because all I know is Ryan Staub did not have the same problems that Caden had. If we're being real, Caden Slaughter, like, he can't get acclimated to what the defense is throwing at him, because we have an awful offensive coordinator. You guys got to understand, the fans started booing Caden. That's how bad it got. Like, look, he looks to run like, oh, way too much. He looks to run. He gives up on the play. I know the offensive line can take a lot of hits, but let's not just call out the offensive lines, because they played immensely different when Caden got out of the game. When they put Ryan in the game, the offensive lines was able to handle their assignments, because you got a bad offensive coordinator. You got a quarterback like Caden who got a deer in the headlight look. Look, Liberty is a good university and all that, but they're not the Power 4. They're not the Power 5. They're not the Power 6. Caden was good during the summer football training with Tennessee Volunteers when he went to Tennessee, but he had some off-field issues. He's no longer there. He went to Liberty. So we're not going to even hate on him, but he never played real defenses like that. He's struggling against Delaware, and I'm not going to look. I'll do a separate video about that, because I'm not really on him right now. I'm on Coach Pat. But before we get to Coach Pat, let's give more rundown. So you had Simeon Price, who did a great adjustment. So now we got a great running back such as Welch, and we got Simeon Price. You see what a change of a running back coordinator could do? Marshall Faulk was definitely needed for the Colorado Buffaloes. It's not even an argument here. Shout out to Marshall. One day you're going to be an exceptional coach, because I seen the passion you exuded, how you got your guys feeling your energy. We need that, bro. Coach Pat is too quiet. He's too redundant, outdated coaching calls, playing calls. These bubble screens that Coach Pat kept doing, I warned you guys. I told you when we played Delaware, don't look over them. Look, the score was 7-31. This game should have been 58-7, but because of bad play calling, we gave Delaware a chance, and our defensive backs got exposed during the second half, because during the first quarter and a half, like the first quarter and in the first half of the second quarter, our defensive backs look amazing. But RJ Johnson, our sophomore corner, was getting burned all game. He did have an interception late in the game, which I wrote it here. Late in the fourth quarter, he had an interception, but that doesn't give up what he actually gave up. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Just because you got that interception, I'm going to give you your props. And look, guys, when we critique the team, it's because I love the team. So we did much better. We had great improvements. Our offensive line, to me, did far better. People were criticizing them today, but I'm going to give props to the offensive line. Jordan Seaton, you're going to be a first-round pick. I said you needed to be more vocal with the rest of the offensive line, because you're a leader now, and you were vocal. I seen you, boy. Shout out to Jordan Seaton. I seen you, dog. Let me salute you. See, when you critique your team, you still love them. I don't flip-flop like these fake supporters. I wear these shirts to show my love. When you love a team, you tell the truth about your team. A lot of your favorite YouTubers, they want to get tickets to go visit the game. They want to be next to Shador. They want to be hugging Deion Sanders. I got lucky to see Deion in real life when I was 12 years old at the Boys and Girls Club, Lester H. White Boys and Girls Club in Fort Lauderdale. So I'm not fanned out. A lot of your favorite YouTubers feel that we need to just support. We can never critique. That ain't football. I don't care about the race thing when it comes to criticism. When it comes to criticism, we criticize anybody. Don't mean we don't love them. So let me continue critiquing and giving props. Notice I'm doing both. That's football talk. Let's continue it. So when an offensive coordinator throws only screen plays mostly, that means he's not a good coordinator. He's outdated, bro. You're going to hear that word used a lot this week by me because the guy can't adjust to the different defenses that are thrown at him. He had problems with Delaware Fighting Blue Hens. Can you imagine we play one of our conference plays? We're getting in a conference play next week. Oh boy, bro, like Jesus, I'm more comfortable with Ryan Staub as our starter. This guy right here, this is what Coach Prime said about Ryan, but we'll play. Let me play that later. I'm still going. I'll play that later. So Julian Lewis gets into the game during 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter, and he performed, bro. He performed like crazy. He had zip passes. His first pass was a drop pass by a wide open receiver. You can't blame Juju for that. Now, our defense in the first half did a great job until late in the second quarter. I'll say 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and for the rest of the game, it was a 50-50. Our defensive line performed well, exceptionally well. I know I critiqued them last week, but one good thing about me, I changed my criticism based on performance, meaning just because I criticize you on this week, next week, I'm going to give you your props if you played good. Don't get mad at Bless One because I'm solid. I'm going to keep my word. But the defensive line was amazing. You guys look stellar. It was linebacker could do a little bit better, but they got exposed a little bit. But it was our defensive backs. For the rest of the game, we just got exposed. Delaware, like I said, they had 7 points. They had a missed field goal. It really was a closer game than what the stats show. If you've been watching the game like me, it was very much a closer game than what was shown. Now, Wade on defense for CU, beautiful. He is going to be a first to second, maybe possible late third round pick in the NFL draft. Salute to Wade. You're playing exceptionally well, young man. You saved us damn near. You and Ryan Staub, you saved us. I'm going to keep it real. Like, I know we're not in danger like that, but you saved us from different things. We was never going to lose this game, but you saved us from just looking like a below average team in every way because we're not that. We just got miscues because of bad offensive coordinator and a dilemma and confusion on who should start at quarterback. No team could win with a pitiful offensive coordinator and a coaching decision that can't be made on who's going to start for our main quarterback, and that just is what it is. So Juju performed well, and the play calling kept getting worse. We got exposed today because now we see the offensive coordinator is the major problem we got. Now the play calling kept getting worse, but huge pass by Delaware quarterback on CU's defensive back. I think he had like a 35-yard strike. After the running back gained like a 40-yard run, he ran over our defensive backs. That shouldn't happen in this type of play. I'm just keeping it real. Now, I know playing defensive back is a hard job because there's no way you can lock down a receiver throughout the entire game. Very few guys have accomplished that. That's why we give props to the Travis Hunters of the world, to the, what's my guy name? Help me, Patrick Surtain Jr. for the Denver Broncos, or even a Deion Sanders himself, because not many guys can lock a guy consistently. Shout out to Charleston Woodson and Charles Bailey. But let me keep it going, man. So Juju came in, did his thing. So Colorado football fans really do flip-flopping. I critique my team, but I'm with my team. I'm a ride and die type of dude. You feel me? Whether we lose, I'm going to still support. But during halftime, I was on Reddit and I was on YouTube. Nothing but real Colorado fans flip-flopping. Look, you may not like the coaching decisions. You may not like who's starting at quarterback. Never stop supporting your team. You can critique these decisions. You don't have to stop supporting your team because they have costly mistakes. That means you never was with us. You can hit the rocks and hit the road. Let me keep it moving. Now, our defense got tired as hell. I'm going to be fair with our defense why they played bad in the second half. Now, I did critique them, but I'm going to be fair for them. No defense can sustain that energy when your offense I know the score looks 31-7, but if you watch the game, we put the defense back on the field far too easy, bro. There was so much threes and outs, meaning first down, second down, and third down out, kicking the ball again. We had so much of that. There was no way this score should have been 7-31. It should have been 50-something to damn near 0 if we're keeping it real. This was unacceptable. I'll take the win. I'll always take the win. But we can't play like that and sustain a winning culture with this type of play calling. So I'm going to reserve my criticism I'm going to still critique. I'm not going to go far left field because we found a new starter, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something about Ryan Staub. Ryan Staub got put in the game, and boy, did the game change over. I'm going to let DEION tell you right quick.
What did you see out of this guy who came in just before the half and balled out for you?
I saw what I've been seeing in practice for the last few years. Like, this is who he is. This is who he's always been. He just needed opportunity. That's all he needed.
Well, you're a team-first guy. You're a backup to Shedeur. Stayed on this team this year with 2 quarterbacks coming in. Why?
I had a dream, and I saw something, and I just wanted to chase it. I love being here. I love playing for Coach Prime. And, man, I'm just so blessed I got the opportunity. All I needed was that opportunity, and we got more work to do.
Took advantage of it. Coach.
We got more work to do. We do, Ryan, because I'm riding with you, Ryan. I don't know if Ryan is going to be a good quarterback for us or not. I have to go off this game alone and a few spring games that I watch. I mean, few practices that I watch because of well-off media and Bucky Jr. So I like Ryan's composure. Look, I'm not saying he's equal to Shedeur Sanders, but you know what he does similar to Shedeur? I don't care if Caden Slaughter throws a better pass. Ryan is more comfortable in the pocket. Think about this. Ryan has an awful offensive coordinator calling plays for him, and that's your scrub coach. You know what his name is. He's a scrub. Coach Pat Schumer. And if Ryan can perform under those horrible conditions, then I'd rather take a chance on him because Caden plays too nervous. Maybe it is the offensive coordinator, but he's not ready for the Power 5. It's clear. This is the second game. We're going to wait to the 5th game before we make a decision when it's too late. You're going to lose a locker room like that, and we don't want that. Let me move forward. So Juju never came back in the game. We put Ryan in, and I'm going to make a separate video about that. The only way I can think is acceptable to take Juju out, because Juju played well, is because you're going to redshirt Juju. And you can't play too much percentage. You only can play 4 games, and you can't go over a certain percentage. So maybe they're saving Juju for games like this to get him ready. But my thing is, be careful playing like that, because if Ryan becomes your starter, Ryan is a redshirt sophomore. Let's never negate that part. And we don't want to get all 3 quarterbacks we lose, and that could very happen. So the coach has got a tough decision to make. They're going to have to make it. Salute to Welch on his touchdown that he scored. Like I said, I like Welch. Marshall Faulk is doing a good job. And I'm done doing this breakdown because I'm ready to do the other single videos. I'm going to look, all my single videos, I'm going to let you guys know. We're going to talk about Julian Lewis. Should he be the starter, or is he going to be redshirt? We're going to talk about demoting or firing Coach Ryan Schumer. We're going to talk about the referee's awful play calling, or was it that our players are undisciplined in year 3? We got to keep it. We're going to talk about the quarterback dilemma. We're going to talk about Caden Slaughter is not it. We're just being real. He got booed damn near off the field today. So it's a lot of videos I got for you guys, but let's just have this breakdown. Tell me what you love about it. I'm DJ Bless One, the best one. Tell me if you like the new background, you like what I'm doing, but I'm trying to go hard in the paint for the people who made me. Blessings to the kings of the earth.
I've been broke so many times.